Hi, everybody. Welcome back to the Colcom Daily Minutes podcast. I'm Jeff.
And I'm Ryan.
Okay. Colcom is a language exchange cafe, but they don't just focus on language exchange. They focus on building friendships, exchanging culture, as well as getting to know people better. As well, Colcom is one of the oldest language exchange cafes in South Korea with over 16 branches. Yeah. So what happens at Colcom is people meet up in groups and they discuss certain topics. And then there's also these ice-breaking questions that help the conversation get started, and so people can better share their opinions and what they think. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through some of those questions and topics. Ryan, what's our topic today?
So the topic today is cell phones.
Cell phones. I got one. Everyone should have one.
Yeah. Especially if we live in South Korea.
Yeah. Well, this is an interesting one. The first question number 1, Galaxy versus iPhone. Okay. So what are your opinions about them? And so that could be the user interface, the camera quality, the app selection, the price, compatibility, brand loyalty, durability. Overall, what do you think?
So until I was like 16, I used to have a little teeny tiny like brick phone.
Yeah.
And then obviously when iPhones came out, I really wanted an iPhone. I got an iPhone. Yes. And then for a while, after my first iPhone broke, I went to a Samsung Galaxy. Stunning. The camera quality was so good. But then also when I was trying to take things like selfies, it had a slight filter on it, which wasn't terrible for me, but like it was quite weird going from like this iPhone, which is like aggressive quality where you could see your pores and everything to like this kind of nice smooth filter quality, and then actually recently my phone broke while I was here, and I bought another phone, but this time I bought an iPhone. And the reason that I bought an iPhone was because actually more people around me had an iPhone, and it wasn't influenced by that. It was just the fact that we all go out all the time and do things and share photos and stuff like that, so it was so much easier for me to send photos and stuff. And also my laptop is a MacBook, so it was like quite easy to share all the files and everything.
So it's like brand loyalty, but also like the peers around you.
Exactly.
For me, I actually use Android. So my first smartphone in South Korea was Sky. This is showing my age. So Sky, I got like when they were 3G. So I had the Sky, and I even had the Sky first like LTE, and then Sky went bankrupt about 10 years ago. Then I was LG for a while. Now LG's gone bankrupt. Right now, I have my last two phones are Galaxies.
Oh, okay.
So right now I'm running with a Galaxy 10 Note. It comes with the so I like
with the pen, the stylus,
the stylus pen, because it works out very well. So because I could. For audition videos, I could use the stylus as a remote, so I could just set it up.
Oh my god, can you do that?
Yes, I can.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so so when I'm doing audition videos at home, I just unplug the stylus and then I have it in my hand, and so I could go back. So I don't have to run back.
Oh, that's me. I'm running back and forth towards the camera with my little tripod in my room, like
Yeah, but I really would like to go to Apple because of the camera quality is much better.
It is so good. Like I've got one of the more recent Apple phones, and the camera quality is fantastic.
But as well as I have like a Samsung tablet, a Galaxy tablet too. So it's like and my parents' house they have a Galaxy television, so they could so you could actually you could smart link all the smart devices. So I can even just stream anything off my phone
right to the TV.
Right to the TV.
That's more convenient.
Yeah.
So I don't really know that many people that have like an Apple TV. Yeah. So.
So that's why. So I stick with Android, as well as a lot of the apps are free.
That's true.
Yeah. So like I don't have to pay for music downloading on my phone.
That's true.
Because the Apple Store is a closed market. So.
Yeah, and also like there's multimedia player on Samsung phones and stuff, right? Yeah. So
Yeah. So I would, if I did have a MacBook, I would have an Apple
think
phone,
about changing it,
Yeah, but because most of my stuff is Samsung and it's on the Android market, I stick with Android.
Yeah, makes sense to just keep it loyal.
Yeah. Can you read number 2?
If you could only have one app on your cell phone, what would it be and why?
Oh, Jesus.
Think carefully about this.
Okay. Well, it would have to be Facebook.
Oh, that's very interesting.
Because with Facebook, you have the Facebook Messenger, and you can do Facebook calls. That's how I communicate with my friends back home.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So if I had to have one app, I could also just still call my family using the Facebook.
Still connect
FaceTime,
everything. Yeah. Okay, I think I'd have to have Instagram.
Instagram?
I think, like you said, with the connecting people, like, so all my friends back home, my family have an Instagram, work through Instagram, and also the amount of like things that you can actually do. So like you can also access music on Instagram. I mean, I think you can probably do that on Facebook as well.
Right, yeah, like everything I put up on Facebook is put up on my Instagram. Like my daily videos goes to Instagram and vice versa.
Yeah, so I think it's one of those like all-rounder apps. Probably want to keep that as opposed to like lots of people probably be like, oh, I would rather live with like my music app, and I'm like, oh, I don't know. For me, I think communication's a bit more important.
How many followers do you have on Instagram right now?
1.8k.
1.8. I'm like I'm at 1.4.
Oh, yes.
Let's plug our Instagram. So I'm Comedy Jeffy. So COMEDYGEOFFY.
I'm ryebrows.pdf. So that's RYEBROWS.pdf.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, let's go to number 3. What do you usually do on your cell phone?
On a daily basis, Instagram, any sort of social media chatting, Spotify. It stays open all the time. It's really bad. It probably drains half my battery. And probably something like CapCut. I like editing little videos. I think things like that are really fun.
Yeah.
Like if my friends, maybe we go on a night out, I take any sort of video and I put like some music over it, and it just makes a nice little memory that's quite short and sweet.
And then boom, that's on Instagram.
Then boom, it's on Instagram.
For me, I instead of Spotify, I just listen to a lot of stuff on YouTube. And then I fall down a YouTube hole all the time.
The rabbit hole.
Yeah. So it's that's how my battery gets drained. Like it's when I'm at home, I'm just listening to YouTube in the background while I do chores in my house, and then when I'm walking, I have my headphones on, and I usually listen to podcasts on YouTube.
Oh, okay.
Or I might listen to Netflix in the background too.
Oh, okay. Oh, I didn't think about those kinds of things. Yeah, I use YouTube quite a lot, actually, probably.
Do you want to do number 4?
Also, which one do you put first when buying a cell phone? Design or function?
Function for me.
I think same as well.
Yeah,
There's
like my smartphone is basically everything that helps me do my life better each day.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I think the only time I've actually thought about whether or not a smartphone is like the design of it is when Samsung released that flip phone. I just thought it was really cute. I wanted one, but realistically, it's not necessary.
Everything's just like a rectangle these days.
Yeah.
A black little thing.
Exactly.
And
with more cameras than the previous one.
Yeah, unfortunately, the design, you're just going to put a case on it if you're worried about that.
Exactly, and a screen protector. So by the time you've done that, well.
Yeah. Okay, I'll do number 5. Have you ever been distracted by your phone when you had other things to do?
Yes, all the time. Actually, when I was doing my high school exams, so like my A-levels, to get into uni, my parents took my phone away from me. So I had a smartphone and they took it away. And then that was when enter the brick phone.
Yeah.
So that it would stop distracting me. And then when I got to university, I was like, I'm my own person now. I don't need you to take my phone away from me.
Okay.
And then it would be like, oh, I'll just open my phone to look at the dictionary app. And then suddenly I'm down that YouTube rabbit hole that we were talking about.
So like, when you're in school, your like teacher or your parents took your phone away and put it in like cell phone jail.
Yeah, exactly. And then suddenly I was my own person, and I was like, I actually need cell phone jail back.
Oh yeah. So I get when I'm actually Instagram, and that's when I get distracted by stuff I should be doing. Like I'm not listening to my friend because I'm trying to fish for the likes or like updating something.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's mostly like when I'm writing something. It's not just a spontaneous action. It's like it's when I'm to give like a thoughtful information put on there. Like when you're editing,
it is hard to not get distracted by your phone though.
Yeah. I even when I don't have my phone in my pocket, I could still feel like the ghost of it sometimes when I touch it. Does that happen to you?
Yeah, I feel a bit uneasy as well. Like if I've left it in my jacket or on the table, I'm like, where's my phone?
Where's my phone? Yeah. Okay. Number 6.
Have you accidentally called someone while your cell phone was in your pocket? And what embarrassing things did they hear you say?
I well, I don't think so now. It doesn't happen that much because we have like either the face unlock or the thumb unlock or the password unlock.
That's true, yeah.
So we don't like
butt dial.
Butt dial. That's the term. We don't butt dial anymore.
I've managed to do it. I think I was out with friends, had a couple of drinks, didn't lock my phone, put it in my pocket, and then I ended up calling my friend that I hadn't spoken to in like 6 years. And she was like texting me going, "Oh, how are you doing? What are you guys all out?" And I was like, yeah, I was like, I'm so sorry.
All these wingdings.
Yeah, just me slamming against walls as I stumble back home.
I can't remember. Probably just people hearing me in the club, just hearing music like, I'm having an amazing time.
Screaming. Someone spilled a glass, smashing.
What the hell, man? Oh man, she's hot. You should go over and talk to her. I'll do it.
Who's buying the next round?
All right, number 7. Have you ever made foreign friends on a mobile app? Who were they, and where did they, and what do they do?
So I used HelloTalk, and that was how I met a couple of my language partners. Because when I arrived here, I wanted to. So I studied Korean in university, but as like my minor.
Yeah.
And so I was confident speaking it, but obviously, like, we live here, so I needed to speak more and make sure I was comfortable doing everyday life. So I used it to be like, is there anyone that's willing to chat every day, correct my grammar, those kinds of things. It was really useful. And then some of them, like, we met up at cafes, and they were also trying to learn English for things like maybe classes they were taking in university or just everyday life kind of thing. And that kind of helped me to really learn.
Well, like in Korea, like the predominant chatting app is KakaoTalk.
KakaoTalk, yeah.
What's it like in England?
WhatsApp.
WhatsApp?
Yeah, I think WhatsApp, definitely.
I think, when I've been outside of Korea, like people have asked for my WhatsApp. I don't use it. But also Line.
Line. I think that was... I don't know, because I lived in China before and it was always WeChat.
Okay.
But then Line... I only got here, so that was quite interesting.
Yeah, like I was part of a online, like a mobile game guild for there, and what we used to chat because it was worldwide. What we used to chat was Line.
Line.
So there was people in China, Japan, Sweden, America too.
Oh, okay, that's quite interesting.
And then when I was doing like online gaming, I was playing Dungeons and Dragons. We used Discord.
Discord we use Discord quite a lot. Yeah, that is one thing. But I think, actually, I know that you can do the mobile app now, obviously. Yeah. But lots of my friends use Discord because you can also join random servers and chat to random people. So that's a good idea, actually.
Yeah, like Discord's a good you could do like chatting and like post on the forums, but also it has a reliable voice, like group voice.
Yeah, it's quite stable.
Yeah. And
so question 8.
Yep.
What is your favorite accessory?
My favorite, I guess, my stylus pen on my phone.
Yeah, that's really cool. I don't have that. But
like even that, like I could just pop if I need to write a quick note, I could just pop it out and just write it on the screen without unlocking stuff.
That's true. I think my favorite accessory is. I have a phone case that's got a chain on it. I think that's nice. That's fun.
Okay. And it's almost like a
you can use it like a bag.
Okay. Yeah. But I don't think accessory. It used to be popular, like because there used to be like a little hole that you could have like accessory
keychain and stuff. I think it's more popular like in Asian countries than it is in the West. Okay. You don't really see like many people really glamorizing their phones in the West. I mean, like most people will do like a nice case or something maybe, but like to the extent here, I feel like people have like little keychains and figurines and stuff on their phone. Not really much of that, especially, I feel like in the UK, definitely not.
Right. Yeah. There was, if I had to pick a case, I always like, there was a case that looked like a tape, a musical tape.
Oh.
Yeah. So if I like just to design it, like, that's kind of retro. Yeah. I'll do number 9. Are you familiar with nomophobia? So this is a fear of nomophobia, no phone phobia,
no mobile phobia,
no mobile phobia. The anxiousness one feels when detached from his or her smartphone. Do you have any experience? I think we touched on that a little bit.
I do. I feel that quite often.
Yeah.
Like if I can't see my phone, I'm like, where's my phone? I think it's also as well, like I'm a very open person. So for me, I've got nothing to hide on my phone, but I'm also just like, well, if I need to call someone, like I make sure like when I go to sleep and everything, like my phone's literally right next to me and it's always charged just because you never know what's going to happen.
Yeah. Well, even when my phone's charging, like I can't, for like 10 minutes, I'm like, well, I haven't looked at my phone. I haven't touched my phone.
Yeah.
Where the hell is it?
And you're kind of like, oh my God. And especially when you're like, maybe if you're waiting for a message, oh my God, that's the worst. Or you're waiting for a call and you're like, please.
So I guess you have this phobia too?
Yes.
I even, like, here's the extent of my phobia. Like, so the C port on my phone is broken.
Oh my God, what?
Yeah, so like it doesn't really charge, like I have to like adjust when I plug it in for it to charge, as well as I can't use it like as a USB port.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't recognize, as in I should get it repaired, but I'm just worried not to have my phone for 4 hours.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm just like, I'll just do it when it's broken. I'll do it broken because I don't want to be separated
for that long.
And miss out.
Yeah, or if you did, you have to be sat there with your phone for the 4 hours watching them repair it.
Excuse me, address sheet. Did I get a message yet? Did you get a message yet? Can you?
Was that beep from my phone?
Was that? Okay, let's look at the last one.
So number 10. At what age should children be given smartphones?
Oh, that's a good one. I would say. Well, my nieces and nephews, they're addicted to watching it.
Yeah, so are mine.
So I don't like I think it's very toxic. It's the addiction for that. So I don't like that they're watching YouTube or playing games so much. They just, and like even the content is very bad. I would say maybe 12.
That's exactly when I got my first phone.
Yeah, so it's basically, I guess when the child's old enough to take care of themselves from
exactly.
school. So when they're able to walk home and they don't need a babysitter, they need that phone to communicate and stay in touch with their parents.
Yeah, because I think my youngest niece at the moment, I think she's 8.
Yeah.
And she is so addicted to her phone, and every time I ask my sister why on earth has she got a phone, she's like, in case she needs me. I'm like, you're literally right here. She does not need you that badly.
Oh, I've even seen in like Korea, there's like smart watches too that have that they have very limited function, and like a phone call, you could send a message, like you have pre-recorded messages in there, pre-written messages. So I'm home, so they could just send it out there. Instead of that,
that's a very good idea.
That's better for children, I think.
Yeah, definitely.
All right. Well, that's all our questions for today. Thank you guys once again for tuning into the Qualcomm Daily Minute Podcast. If you have further questions, you could actually go on their website at qualcomm.co.kr for more information. I've been Jeff. Thank you. Bye-bye.